What's good, everybody? It is your boy Louaista, aka Canvas Man, here to bring y'all another video. Today we're gonna be talking about 10 different ways that artists use to market their music in 2020. So if you guys don't know, I actually used to be a rapper before I was Canvas Man. I know it's pretty insane, but I actually was a rapper. It was back before I did canvases, and it was kind of when I started to do it. But to be honest, I wasn't that good, in my opinion. Not only at rapping, but getting the music out there, sharing it, confident in my product. My product was my songs, right? And I just never developed enough confidence to actually market it the right way. And looking back, there's so many things I could have done that I know would work in the 2020 world, because I'm more experienced in marketing than I've ever been, pretty much. I'm not like a god, honestly. I just pretty much know how the internet works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a firm understanding about how the internet works, how Instagram works, Twitter. I know all the ways you can market, pretty much social media, the basics, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the basics, I definitely got down. There's still a lot of things that I don't do, but for the most part, I definitely got the basics down. So if you guys listen to what I got to say, maybe you could become a big rapper from one of these tactics that rappers use. So let's get started. So I'm gonna go least to greatest. All right, so it's gonna be like the least effective to the most effective, and I'm gonna talk about all rappers, mainstream, underground, people making music in their mom's room, all of them, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a big mixture of them. We're gonna have 10 of them. So number 10 would be the mysterious and unseen rappers. So these are rappers that actually use their anti-socialness to promote and market themselves. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm gonna bring up a few examples and how it actually works. So the first example would be Electronica. This man literally dropped 20 songs back in like 09 or 08, and two main ones, which was like Exhibit C and Exhibit A, and those popped off like crazy. He's one of the most lyrical songs. He definitely sounded like one of the sharpest with his pens. And he never dropped an album until literally this year, and it was featuring Jay-Z, which, that's another story, but it was so long before he actually went and finally made the album for us. All his fans were waiting, asking every day, but it kept his name going because it was just like, man, how would it sound? And people would always question and, constantly ask, like, what would an album be like? How big would he be? You know what I'm saying? Another example would be J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. These are two rappers that are literally known for never being social on the internet, and they literally got into almost a little bit of an issue on social media with No Name, and she was calling out all the people who weren't saying anything about the Black Lives Matter movement when George Floyd died, and two specific people that were being targeted was J. Cole and Kendrick. So they're known for not being social, but they're still considered like top name rappers in the game today, you know what I'm saying? And it's not the greatest tactic though, because you wouldn't want to tell someone like who's making music in their mom's room to like never drop music, right? Or drop a fire mixtape and just never come back, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one way to go about it, and I think it's the most interesting way that a lot of people don't talk about, honestly. So that's number 10. Number 9, this would be reaching out to influencers or like vloggers to play their stuff on their videos. So I noticed that Gary Vee has a lot of people that send in their music, and it's usually a hip-hop song, and he plays them in his intros, man. And I'm not even lying, that is a smart way to go about it, to get like a vlogger to play a song of yours in their intro. Kind of shows that they fuck with you. And I know a few people that literally have fan bases off of a certain influencer's video that they play. Like, for example, Logic. Logic was played in a lot of the Clan Phase, a lot of their videos at the time when he was first coming up, and a lot of people that fucked with Logic back then were always like Phase like fans as well. So it was pretty interesting, like if a rapper fucks with your music and they play it in their videos, like it just makes other people want to listen to it. It don't even gotta be good sometimes. It could just be like, he likes it and that's why I like it. Like, I mean, not necessarily for my case, but I'm just talking about like the average fan, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Let's see, this was number 8. We're gonna have publicity stunts. Now I have this at number 8 because I don't think they're the best long-term strategies. And honestly, it's usually a publicity stunt usually leads to you getting some kind of, rise in your numbers and your views, and you definitely get like a lot more traction. But it's hard to depend on that, you know what I'm saying? And have you ever seen like a rapper, all over Academics page or all over TMZ, and then all of a sudden they have a mixtape out the next week? Like, how is this even, like, why did they put out like, they were planning on dropping an album in the midst of all this? That's a publicity stunt, and that's people feeding in to the fact that they finally went viral and they're gonna drop their music at the height of it. And I mean, could be a pretty smart tactic, but in my opinion, like looking at Tekashi, and you know, I see Tekashi doing great right now, but how long term are we thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that gonna be effective when he's like 30? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at one point the kids are gonna get bored of this guy, man. So I just hope he's making his investments. But it is nonetheless a tactic that works. It definitely gets you out there. You do something stupid on the internet, academic posts you or whatever, you know, I'm talking about mainstream rappers, but you know, in general, you know, you do something stupid, you get like a lot of people seeing it, they retweet it, share it. It could be a bad thing, but all publicity is good publicity, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's still marketing. All right, so that's number 8, man. Number 7, this kind of goes kind of with the publicity stunt, but not really. It's a style gimmick. So this is kind of like hopping onto a trend of what all the rappers are doing and like putting your own mix to it. So, you know, a lot of what we see today is like face tattoos, dyed hair. You know, I'm not saying that's necessarily like, you know, style gimmick, but you know, doing something that kind of makes you stand out. You know what I'm saying? Wearing dresses, like guys wearing dresses, and you know, that could be a publicity stunt as well, right? So, but honestly, sometimes like it does take that, and like style gimmicks, you know, like for example, red hair. Like red hair is now associated with Lil Yachty. Like everyone characterizes red hair braided rappers with Lil Yachty. Everyone characterizes the purple hair dreads with Lil Uzi. Everyone knows that if you have a sword in the middle of on your forehead right here, it's like 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, or a knife, my bad. It's a knife, my bad. But you get the thing I'm trying to say. So a style gimmick, it shows people like, you know, you have a cool character, and honestly, character plays a big part in music, and to some degree, you know what I'm saying? Like, sure, you can be great at making music and you don't have to have like necessarily a character or an image, but sometimes that's what people like, your personality, the way you look, you know, you vibe, you know what I'm saying? So that was number 7. So we're going up on the list. We're almost there. Number 6, this is something that honestly Gary Vee preaches for young artists to do a lot more. So this one would be flooding music streaming sites with music. So flooding it, just like every day posting music, every single day. Music on YouTube, music on SoundCloud, music on Spotify, pretty much just like flooding as much as you can, as much music as possible, and juicing it out. And you know what I'm saying? So this is something that Russ did. Russ was a rapper known for literally putting a song out every single week consistently, I think for about 2 to 3 years, and eventually he got big, man. I remember Russ was opening up for a Vince Staples concert, and Vince Staples is one of my favorite rappers. You can see I got the vinyl, or it's actually a canvas in the back, but I mean, you know, I got the vinyl of it as well. But anyways, but yeah, like he was opening up for Vince Staples. I'm not saying Vince Staples is not a big rapper or a great rapper. He is, you know, he's both. But in terms of the degree of fame that Russ has right now, I mean, he came up with that. He came up, and it's definitely a tactic that is shown to work. So the idea behind it is that eventually one of those songs are gonna pop. So eventually one of those songs are gonna just blow up. It's gonna happen, you know. It's almost nature's wave, just making it work. But anyway, okay, so 5th one I have right here is remixes. This is great, man. I love remixes. I love hearing remixes, man. Remixing big songs that's better than the original version. I'm not gonna say you should just flood out remixes, but we've seen this work countless times. Lil Wayne, Royce the 5'9", The Bar Exam, Joyner Lucas. You know, these are people that are known for literally murdering other people's beats. Those are big, man. I know a few songs that when I heard the remix, I liked it more than the original version. And that's the only version I listened to. And you know, and if you're doing it to an artist that's a bigger name, if you put that like on YouTube, say for example, that makes you be able to get found faster, because if someone looks up the name of, you know, Lil Wayne, let's say, and you know, you freestyled over a big Lil Wayne beat, you know, they might see your remix there, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's smart, man. And a lot of people love to see beats get killed, or you know, like an artist that had a great beat but he didn't really do his thing on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you should check out Joyner Lucas, you know, Lil Wayne and Royce. Those are all like beat killers in my example, bro. Number 4, this would be pretty simple and it's pretty quick and effective in my opinion. So this one is just literally paid promo. It's paying people to post your shit, and it's like, if you just do this to a bunch of hip-hop sites, say you're a hip-hop artist and you keep paying a bunch of people to, you know, promo your video, as long as you have faith in your songs and you think they're great, people are gonna like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you just keep grinding, keep doing it, and you keep improving, putting out more content, people are gonna gravitate to it eventually. If you keep paying people to promo and keep constantly, you know, your video keep coming up. Sometimes, man, honestly, you just need to hear a song like 5 times in order to like it, bro. I've heard that before. I've had artists that I've listened to countless amount of times, and I didn't really like it until I heard that one song. You know what I'm saying? So it works. It's just that it takes a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you definitely gotta, you know, get your business right, which is the reason I'm trying to get my business right now. Because once you got money, bro, the amount of stuff you can accomplish now, like, it's so crazy. Because it's like you can keep, you know, pretty much paying to just blow yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. We got number 3, bro. Number 3 would be features. This is pretty big, man. If you can get like, cause I mean, the other day, Lil Baby tweeted that he's charging $100,000 for a feature. Now, I'm not saying that you should spend $100,000 on a Lil Baby feature, but how big would you get if you did and it was a great song? I mean, I'm not saying to bet your chips, but I'm just saying, like, basically, you know, you don't have to go for Lil Baby, but you can definitely start getting smaller artists' features and keep building your name and keep killing features. Imagine if you killed the artist on the feature. Make it competitive, man. Be competitive and you know, out-rap the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the fun part. So, dude, hip-hop is a sport, bro. We be debating, like, everyone wants to be the best at it, you know what I'm saying? They have loyal fans, you know, they're gonna look at their features and they might like you, you know what I'm saying? And they might like you. So that's number 3. Number 2, this would be, okay, this is something I've seen work a lot, man. So this is fake YouTube titles. And I don't think I should say this one, but like, it works, man. And I'm gonna tell you why it works. Because back in the day, bro, I used to work with my cousin. And bro, he was in love with Eminem, right? And he showed me this song on YouTube, and he's like, bro, I can't tell if this is really real or not, but it's like, he's like, it's an unheard Eminem song, and like, I need you to hear it, bro. And it's like, he's like, it's super hard. And I was like, all right, I'm a big Eminem fan too as well, obviously. But I was like, I know how YouTube works. I know there's fake, you know, people on there. So I listened to it and I was like, dude, that's not Eminem. It had Eminem on the title, and this is like an unheard song by Eminem. And it ended up being NF. Now, I'm not sure if NF is the actual person that posted that at the time. I'm not really sure, honestly. I don't know if it was just some dude trying to get views on a video, but dude, it caught my cousin's attention. A loyal Eminem fan. And at the end of the day, dude, he actually went to go listen to NF's music after that, and he really liked it. So, you know, it's like, it does work. You know, and I heard Kyle used to do that, Super Duper Kyle. He did the same thing. He said, coming up, I used to, like, you know, put fake YouTube names, and like, it's a marketing strategy, bro. It fucks with the algorithms and shit. But at the same time, you don't want to be seen as like a clone. You want to be original, but it works. All right, man. And the last one I got here, this is something that you and your mama, everyone you know, has seen before, and it is Twitter replies. And I cannot lie, man. They're effective if you know how to use them, and that usually comes in the form of videos and memes. If you meme and make someone laugh with the music playing in the background, they'll fuck with it. And I see people in the comments say they fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So, nice video and a meme or something. I noticed that Twitter replies are actually effective. They're not effective if you just link a song that no one's gonna click. You know what I'm saying? But if you give people a ready product to easily access, it is pretty effective, man. And I've seen it work. And honestly, consistency would be the only thing that you would have to work on at that point. You know what I'm saying? Just consistently trying to, you know, keep posting like I did with the How's the Canvas Bros. The attention getter was actually the canvas. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it wasn't the thing I said. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got for y'all, man. I hope you guys learned something today about, you know, all my fellow rapper homies, you know, trying to get some marketing game from Louaista. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best at it, but, you know, I got a firm grip on this shit. So, and I thought it'd be dope to, you know, compare these. So I'm really into marketing. I'm really into not rapping as, like, you know, in terms of writing, but I'm definitely a huge fan and passionate about hip hop. So I thought it would be cool to, you know, merge these topics together. So hope y'all liked it. Yo, I'm gonna show y'all some canvases right now. All right, so stick around for the ending and the outro, and, you know, I'm gonna make it look cool. Catch you there.